Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my students, still with me, Ibu Tera Athena. And now we are going to continue our material. But before we continue, let me give you some flashback about the previous meeting that we are talking about short dialogue. And in short dialogue, there are some points. The first is restatement, negative, and suggestion. I think you have a repeat for about sometimes, and you have drill yourself and try to recognize and understand about what is restatement, about negative, suggestion, and you still remember about some strategies that must be applied by you in the following drilling or following exercises. Okay, jangan lupa dengan strategi-strategi yang sudah disampaikan di pertemuan pertama. Ingat, semua strategi tersebut tetap Anda lakukan, tetap Anda gunakan untuk exercise berikutnya. Okay, in this second meeting we are going to continue about passive, who and where, and agreement. Okay, what is passive? You are familiar about the passive sentences atau kalimat pasif ketika Anda masuk di kelas structure. And what about in listening? Yes, you also listen about the speaker says something by using passive voice. And the strategies, when you listen the speaker use passive voice, you have to choose the active voice atau kalimat aktif atau kebalikannya, namun memiliki makna yang sama. Let me repeat. When you listen that the speaker use passive voice atau kalimat pasif, so you have to find the answer is active voice, kalimat aktif, but same meaning. Berlawanan atau berkebalikan, tapi tetap maknanya harus sama. Oke, kita coba seperti apa passive voice. Okay, here we go.
I thought you had a bicycle. What happened to it?
It was stolen.
What does the man mean?
Still remember, but the first strategist, you have to focus on the second speaker. Let me repeat.
I thought you had a bicycle. What happened to it?
It was stolen.
It was stolen. You recognize that second speaker use passive voice, ya kan? Anda juga langsung membuat suatu kesimpulan atau inference di sini bahwa sepedanya itu dicuri. Sepedanya dicuri. Maka kita mencari makna yang sama bahwa sepeda itu dicuri namun menggunakan active voice. Okay. A. Someone took the bicycle. B. He sold his bicycle. He never had a bicycle. He stole a bicycle. Okay. Yes, the answer is A. Dalam active voice atau pasif, kita menggunakan someone untuk menentukan sesuatu yang memang belum jelas, tidak masalah. Asalkan maknanya tidak merubah kepada makna dari kalimat tersebut, ya. Kita cek dulu. Okay. Nah, it was stolen. It refers to the bicycle. Dicuri oleh siapa? We don't know. Jadi is it okay if you use someone? So someone took the bicycle. Seseorang mengambil sepeda tersebut. Berarti dalam bentuk aktif. Okay. Next we are going to number 2.
Do you know if Shelley got a job?
A company hired her 2 days ago.
What does the woman say about Shelley?
Let me repeat.
Do you know if Shelley got a job?
A company hired her 2 days ago.
Okay. What do you think about the second speaker? Apakah dia menggunakan active atau passive voice? Oke, seorang lagi.
Do you know if Shelley got a job?
A company hired her 2 days ago.
A company hired her, bla bla bla. Company-nya atau perusahaannya membayarnya, mengupahnya, memberikan salary dan sebagainya. Berarti berbentuk active voice. So you have to find the passive voice but has same meaning. She will start her job in 2 days. No, dia sudah punya pekerjaan. Sedangkan I itu baru memulai. No. It was hired 2 days before yesterday. Dia baru saja digaji. Oke, kita lihat lain-lainnya dulu. She hired a new assistant. Dia menggaji. No. Apakah she has been over 2 different job? No. So the answer is B. Kita mencari yang passive voice, namun maknanya sama. Kita coba. Correct. Jadi, a company hired her 2 days ago means that she was hired the day before yesterday. Oleh siapa? Nah, oleh siapanya memang bisa di-omit, bisa juga menggunakan someone, bisa juga menggunakan sesuatu, bisa dihilangkan. Yang penting tidak mengurangi maksud dari kalimat tersebut. Okay, number 3.
Do you still have the books on the American presidents?
Sorry, I already took them back to the library.
What does the woman mean?
Let me repeat one more time for you.
Do you still have the books on the American presidents?
Sorry, I already took them back to the library.
Okay, what did you do about the second speaker? Apa dia menggunakan aktif atau pasif? Kita ulangi lagi.
Do you still have the books on the American presidents?
Sorry, I already took them back to the library.
Saya baru saja mengembalikan. So you know that the second speaker use active voice or active sentences. So try to find another sentence but has same meaning. She took the books home. She was going to the library to find the books. The books were returned. Nah, jadi kunci pertamanya adalah cari yang passive voice. Ini aktif. Ini bisa saja, mem. Tapi maknanya ini berbeda. The book were returned to the library. So the answer is C. Karena Anda sudah paham tentang structure bahwa passive voice berangkat dari subject and then plus to be and plus verb 3. Nah, jadi dari penggunaan strukturnya saja bisa Anda ketahui, walaupun mungkin Anda tidak tahu maknanya. That's okay. Yang penting Anda tahu strukturalnya. Susunan katanya ada subjek, ada verb, ada subjek, ada to be dan ada verb 3. Walaupun Anda tidak tahu artinya, bisa saja strategi seperti itu bisa digunakan. Okay, check it out. Correct. Okay. Number 4.
Did Kathy get the job in the French department?
She was interviewed by the department chair.
What does the man say about Kathy?
Okay, let me repeat. Focus on the second speaker.
Did Kathy get the job in the French department?
She was interviewed by the department chair.
Okay, she was interviewed. Makanya saya katakan, ketika Anda melihat ada subjek, ada to be, kemudian ada verb 3 di situ, Anda bisa menginference bahwa oh, dia menggunakan passive voice. So you have to find another sentence that is yang active voice. So which one? Oh, semuanya mungkin active voice semua, mem. Okay. So you have to lebih dalam lagi memaknainya. She sat in chair during the interview. No. She interviewed the department chair. No. She conduct interview in the French department. Dia melakukan suatu bentuk wawancara di perusahaan tersebut atau di bagian tersebut. No. Anda mencari yang yes. Correct. The head of the department interviewed her. Mencari yang active voice dan maknanya sama. Okay, check. Here we go. She was interviewed by the department chair, means that the head of the department interviewed her. Jangan mencari chairnya, yang A otomatis salah ya. Jadi strategi yang kemarin, jangan menggunakan kata yang Anda dengar, apalagi chair. Wah, ini sangat familiar di kuping Anda, sehingga Anda langsung saja memilih A. Maka Anda terjebak jebakan Batman tersebut. So do not do that habit, okay? We are going to number 5, the last example in passive voice.
Could you put some additional information into the letter you've been writing?
Sorry, but the letter was already mailed.
What does the woman mean?
Let me repeat for you.
Could you put some additional information into the letter you've been writing?
Sorry, but the letter was already mailed.
Were, but the letter were to be blah 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 means that passive voice, so you have to find another form. She received it. She will include information. She already sent it. Someone already mailed it to her. Okay. Seseorang telah mengirimnya. No, yang mengirimnya siapa? Dia kan? So which one? Yang menandakan kalimat yang menandakan bahwa dia telah mengirim surat. What about she? Let's check it out. Correct. Okay. Jadi dalam membuat atau mencari jawaban, memang Anda harus membuat suatu guessing. Sekali lagi saya katakan guessing atau smart guessing, menebak tapi dengan cara yang smart. So how? Do not forget to use some strategies. Strategi digunakan, juga vocabulary harus menambah, because you have to make some inference, membuat kesimpulan awal dengan hitungan detik. Nah, ketika you can get the point, you can make some inference, Anda masukkan kepada multiple choice among A, B, C, and D. Oh, tadi saya sepertinya ini maknanya. Kemudian Anda translate dalam bentuk apakah A, B, C, atau D. Nah, kalau Anda tidak bisa membuat suatu inference, tidak bisa menggunakan beberapa strategis, maka Anda akan lama menjawabnya dan Anda akan kehilangan banyak waktu dan Anda akan mengalami banyak kesalahan dalam menjawab, khususnya dalam listening session. Okay? I think that's enough for passive voice. Now we are going to another part, another aspect. Okay. Who and where. Before we are going to who and where, remember that when we try to guess who, kalau mungkin selama ini kita mengatakan who berkaitan dengan orang, but in TOEFL test we do not mention the name of the person but the job. Tapi kita akan recognize the job atau profesi dari orang tersebut. Okay, let me repeat one more time. Who, it doesn't mean that we have to mention the name, no, but we have to recognize the profession atau jobnya dia atau profesinya dia dari yang disampaikan oleh speaker tersebut. Kemudian where selama ini yang kita tahu adalah menunjukkan kepada suatu alamat. But in TOEFL do not only address that we have to mention, but also bisa berkaitan dengan chapter, bisa berkaitan dengan floor atau itu lantai berapa, lantai 1 dan sebagainya. Bisa juga itu building, suatu nama gedungnya. Bisa saja itu department, bagiannya itu bisa. Jadi tidak hanya fokus kepada alamat. Oke, kita coba ya. Here we go.
We certainly had a great meal last evening.
And the service was great too.
Where did the man and woman most likely go last evening?
Okay. We can identify where by recognizing atau by identifying some keywords, beberapa kata kunci yang speaker sampaikan. Nah, sehingga Anda bisa membuat suatu inference, kesimpulan. Kira-kira tempat mana ya yang berkaitan dengan clue yang disampaikan oleh the speaker. Kita ulang satu kali lagi. Here we go.
We certainly had a great meal last evening.
Okay.
And the service was great too.
Okay. The man said that the meals, and the second speaker atau the woman said and the service. Jadi ada kata meals, makanan siap saji, and then juga ada service, pelayanan. So, dua hal tersebut bisa membuat suatu Anda kesimpulan, yaitu di mana kiranya mereka ada. Yes, you're right. Restaurant. Check it out. Okay. Bisa dipahami ya sampai sini? Okay, we are going to number 2. Still about who and where.
I have finally finished painting the portrait I was working on.
What will you paint next?
Who is the woman most likely to be?
Ada kata painting, ada kata paint. Apa itu painting and paint? Ya, sesuatu yang berkaitan dengan kerajinan, begitu ya. Kalau writer juga Anda sudah tahu tidak mungkin sculpture, designer, no, so an artist. Remember that artis bukan artis selebritis yang selama ini di Indonesia pahami, tapi artis di sini adalah orang yang bekerja di bidang kesenian, dan itu sangat umum, termasuk kepada painter. You know? Okay. Number 3.
You have your bathing suit with you?
I do. Let's go. I'm ready for a swim.
Where are the man and woman most likely going?
Okay. I'm quite sure that you have got the clue that the speaker said. The woman gave the clue that is baju untuk mandi ya, untuk mandi. Kemudian the man said that I'm ready to swim, berkaitan dengan swimming. Ada dua kata ini, kira-kira kemana mereka itu? Yes, you're right, to the pool. Memang kalau Anda mendengar kata tadi bajunya itu, mungkin Anda menebak fashion atau clothing store, tapi sebenarnya ada kata swimming bisa membantu Anda lebih meyakinkan lagi. The answer is not A and B but D, to the pool. Okay, so please try to find the clue. It can be more than words, 2 atau 3 kata. Okay. Okay, this is enough for you. And we are going to agreement. Okay. Agreement biasanya kita mengatakan bahwa persetujuan. Okay, I'm agree, mungkin seperti itu ya, atau a deal, atau dengan cukup mengatakan okay atau yes. Itu memang beberapa kata atau frase that indicate that we agree about the first atau the previous speaker said. Okay, but here let me give you some phrase or sentences used by the speaker, by native speaker, when they want to express that they agree to the another speaker. Nanti kita pelajari beberapa agreement yang baru, mungkin ada yang baru, mungkin ada yang mungkin Anda sudah pahami. Bagaimana si bule ini membuatkan suatu persetujuan terhadap apa yang dikatakan oleh speaker yang sebelumnya. Seperti apa? Kita cek. Jadi untuk agreement cukup Anda menghafalkan saja beberapa agreement ya.
This coffee is really strong.
You can say that again.
What does the woman mean?
You can say that again. You can say that again. Secara leksikal bisa mengartikan kamu bisa mengatakan itu lagi. Namun sebenarnya dia adalah setuju dengan apa yang dikatakan oleh the first speaker. Okay. Jadi mana yang menandakan bahwa setuju? Yang D. She agrees with the man. Bisa dipahami ya. Jadi kata you can say that again means that agreement. So satu. Next, going number 2.
This assignment is going to take a lot longer than an hour.
I'll say.
What does the woman mean?
I'll say. So, I'll say mungkin kalau secara lagi-lagi leksikal, I will say, saya akan mengatakan, begitu kan. Namun sebenarnya itu ekspresi dari suatu persetujuan. Dia setuju dengan apa yang the man said. Okay? Ketika you get the point, oh ternyata si perempuan setuju ya dengan apa yang dikatakan the man, Anda bisa konversikan kepada multiple choice antara A, B, C, or D. Which one yang menandakan bahwa dia itu suatu agreement. Tidak ada kata agree, tidak ada. Nah, ternyata kata shares di sini, selama ini kita taunya share itu sharing, berbagi, begitu kan? Intinya kalau di sini shares juga bisa menandakan bahwa actually the speaker agree to the man said atau another speaker said. Jadi tidak melulu harus menggunakan agree. Menggunakan shares juga maknanya setuju. Let's check. Okay. I'll say maknanya shares, yaitu agree. Misalkan in your conversation, in your speaking class, Anda mengatakan she agrees to the man's opinion. Betul, betul. It's okay. Cuma lagi-lagi saya mengatakan di awal bahwa nanti Anda mengetahui beberapa variasi to express that the speaker actually agree to the another speaker. Itu maksudnya ya. Tinggal nanti Anda menghafalkan beberapa apa maksudnya itu frase-frase atau kalimat yang ada di materi ini. Number 3.
I have to leave right now. I want to be on time.
Me too.
What does the man mean?
Nah, kalau sudah me too, also, itu sudah saya paham, I'm sure that all of you are familiar berkata me too, so do I, dan apa itu, sehingga Anda bisa langsung mengidentify, oh ternyata dia setuju dan apa yang dikatakan oleh speaker yang lain. Anda mencari makna yang artinya setuju, sama, memiliki pemikiran yang sama. Tidak ada kata agree, tidak ada juga kata shares, tapi ada kata also. Maka itu maknanya adalah sama. Dia menyetujui apa yang dikatakan oleh the speaker. Okay, next we are going to number 4.
I still have 50 pages to read tonight.
So do I, and I'm so tired.
What does the woman mean?
Selain menggunakan me too, biasanya menggunakan so do I untuk mengekspresikan bahwa kita setuju dengan apa yang disampaikan oleh teman kita. Oke, nanti kemudian kita refleksikan kepada A, B, C, D, mana yang bermakna juga, bermakna sama-sama memiliki ide yang sama. Di sini tidak ada kata agree, tidak ada kata shares, tidak ada kata apa tadi itu also, tetapi ada kata to, di mana artinya juga. Check it out. Oke. Sampai sini bisa dipahami ya maknanya. Oke, satu kali lagi buat Anda khusus agreement.
As soon as final exams are over, I'm going to take a long break.
Me too.
What does the man mean?
Me too. Nah, langsung Anda walaupun Anda tidak tahu artinya semuanya, Anda tinggal mencari 1-2 kata kunci. Kalau tidak ada agree, shares, also, atau menggunakan kata to. Kebetulan di sini menggunakan yang also untuk menunjukkan suatu agreement. So check it out. Okay. Begitu ya. I think our exercise today is clear enough for you. I do hope that you can download this YouTube and then you can practice by yourself. You can repeat for several times as you're drilling at home, and when we are going to the test, you are ready enough. Okay, don't forget to always drill yourself. Keep you be healthy, be happy, and keep spirit. Okay, thank you for today. Thank you for your participation, and let me close this meeting by saying Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.